Imagine spending £22,000 on just one day. A beautiful venue, a perfect dress, hundreds of guests, music, flowers, food, photographs, and then, after the lights go out, the wedding is over. But the bills aren't. In Britain, weddings are not just romantic celebrations anymore. They are a massive financial decision. And today, we're going to uncover what a British wedding really costs, who actually pays for it, how guests are being affected, and the surprising reason why weddings could actually be worth hundreds of millions of pounds to the British economy. But there's one question we need to answer first. When does a beautiful wedding become a financial burden? Let's start with the number that might shock you. According to Hitched's latest UK wedding survey, the average wedding now costs around £21,990. That's almost £22,000 for one celebration. And that's the average. London is even more expensive, with the average wedding reaching around £24,662. And here's where it gets interesting. The number of guests can completely change the bill. A wedding with more than 100 guests averages over £30,000, but smaller weddings with around 50 to 70 guests average just over £18,000. So the guest list isn't just about who gets an invitation, it's a financial decision. Every extra guest can mean more food, more drinks, more chairs, more space, and sometimes a bigger venue. And that's where the emotional pressure begins. Because saying no to a guest isn't easy. What happens when that guest is your cousin, your best friend, a family member you've known your entire life? Suddenly, you're not just making a budget. You're making emotional decisions with a calculator in your hand. And couples aren't always paying alone. Hitched found that around 63% of couples received money from friends or family to help pay for their wedding. For some families, that's a beautiful gesture. But for others, it can mean parents using savings that were meant for something completely different. A house, retirement, an emergency fund. And this raises a difficult question. Should the biggest day of your life come at the expense of the years that come after it? Now let's look at the other side of the wedding. The guests. Because attending a wedding isn't free either. According to the Money and Pensions Service, the average UK guest spent around £613 attending a wedding or civil ceremony in 2026. That includes things like travel, accommodation, clothes, gifts, and food. And the pressure is becoming so serious that 1 in 3 UK adults said they had declined wedding-related events because of the cost. Think about that. A wedding is supposed to bring people together, yet money is increasingly becoming the reason some people stay away, and members of the bridal party can face an even bigger bill. They spend around £806 per event on average. So behind every beautiful wedding photograph, there can be a completely different financial story. But here's the twist. Weddings aren't only expensive, they also create business. Venues need staff. Caterers need chefs, florists need suppliers, photographers need equipment, hotels need rooms, taxi drivers need passengers, musicians need bookings, and thousands of small businesses depend on people getting married. In fact, the British government estimates that proposed wedding law reforms could generate around £535 million for the economy over 10 years. The government also estimates the changes could create up to 12,000 jobs, and around 470,000 people get married in England and Wales each year. So weddings are not just personal celebrations, they are an economic ecosystem. But here's the part I really want you to remember. You do not need to spend £22,000 to prove that your marriage matters. The latest data actually shows that couples are becoming more conscious of costs. Some are choosing smaller guest lists, others are choosing off-peak dates, simpler venues, or cutting back on things that don't matter to them. And honestly, that might be the smartest trend of all. Because imagine starting your marriage with beautiful memories and no mountain of financial stress. Imagine looking at your wedding photographs 10 years from now and remembering the people who were there rather than remembering how long it took to pay everything off. A wedding lasts a day. A marriage is supposed to last much longer, so before spending £22,000 on the perfect day, ask yourself one question: would the future version of you thank you for this decision? Because the best wedding isn't necessarily the biggest one. It's the one that lets you celebrate love without making your future pay the price. Don't just plan your wedding. Plan the life that comes after it.